Good day, everyone. Coach Eric Orton here. Welcome back to another episode of Running with Eric, and I'm out my favorite winter running spot, Cache Creek. Just simply beautiful today, and I want to talk about efficiency today on today's episode, and I'm going to start with a personal story and then end with a Born to Run story. Back in 1995, I was coming off a win at the Colorado State Criterium Championships in Boulder. And so I was really fit. 2 weeks prior to that race, unfortunately my best friend and training partner was mauled over by a drunk driver on his way to work on his bike and was killed. So after this race in Boulder, I kind of just needed a mental break. And during all this time, even though I was bike racing, I was still running a ton. And so needing kind of this mental break just to kind of deal with everything, I figured it was kind of a perfect time to start swimming and attack some of my triathlon goals at the time. So that week, I said, hey, I'm headed to Wash Park in Denver, going to hit the 25-meter pool at the park. And so I jumped in and going to start my warm-up, and got about halfway down the first 25-meter length and realized this was the hardest workout I've ever had, and it was no longer a warm-up, and it was all I could do just to get to the other end. And I'm like, wow, I am really fit, just won a race, and I can't even make it to the other end of the pool, let alone come back to make it 50 meters. So this was kind of an aha moment for me that kind of carried over to as I started my coaching career, that again, here I was fit, but I had no efficiency in my swim stroke. Therefore, I had to work so hard just to swim, it overrided all of my cardiovascular fitness. So again, this was a big aha moment for me in my coaching. And through some persistence and a lot of training, I was eventually able to get my Ironman swim time down to 65 minutes, which for me was very good with no childhood swim training experience other than jumping off things. But so what does this mean for us as runners? So I want to talk about two ways to improve your efficiency. So using this swimming experience, again, my body had to work so hard just to swim because I was so inefficient that I was not able to use my cardiovascular fitness at first. So 2 ways to improve your efficiency on the run is, one is improve your form. Now, I have a video on YouTube on this channel that it's all about run form, all the little steps along the way. It's my most popular video, over 1 million views, so check that out if you haven't. It kind of goes through all the little steps. But what I want to talk about today as far as run form is how to improve your economy. And so now, as you can see, I'm deep in winter here, and it's kind of my base building, foundation building stage of the next year. So I'm going to start doing sprints, 10 seconds to 20-second sprints. And with my athletes, I kind of keep this throughout the year because, again, it develops efficiency and economy in your run form. But as you're building your foundation, if you're not doing short, hard, fast, fun sprints, this is something you really want to look at. It's going to improve your economy, improve your efficiency in your run form. And like I tell people at my run camps, is that even though run form might be difficult to change, that doesn't mean it's wrong or that you shouldn't have the persistence and patience to let it really take hold and help you long term, because it'll really give you lots of rewards in the long term. So one way to improve your efficiency in running, once a week, do 10 to 20-second sprints. Don't make them any longer. It changes the purpose. It doesn't make them wrong. It just changes the purpose. Make them fun. If you're not enjoying them, they're too fast. But just make them fun, nice and relaxed, nice and efficient. And with that, we tend to have a little bit better biomechanics when we run faster. Okay, so again, keep them short, key. The other aspect, or number two of efficiency, is training your aerobic or fat burning zone. So today is a Monday. On Saturday, I went for a nice long, easy zone 2 run to create more fat burning efficiency, cardiovascular gains in my body. So I run mountains most of the summer, and I get a little efficient on the flat terrain. So during the winter, I'll spend once a week doing a long run on flat terrain, and that's what I did Saturday. Zone 2, super easy, fat burning, and just working on my efficiency, my cardiovascular efficiency of training my body to burn fat as fuel. So if maybe you're already doing that and you need to incorporate the sprints, go for it. If you're not doing any of this, look to incorporate both of it within your week. Super helpful, and it'll help kind of continue to build the foundation over and over, especially if you're plateauing. You're going to notice you'll kind of avoid that plateau throughout your season if you always go back to this type of foundation building. So to end, promised a Born to Run story. If you've read Born to Run, you've obviously read about author Christopher McDougall's success story in his training and racing for that Copper Canyon 50 miler. And how this ties into today's episode is that when I started coaching Chris, he was very inefficient with his run form. So every time he was going out running, it was more comfortable for him to run fast because he was inefficient in his biomechanics. Therefore, every time he went out and ran fast, because it felt better, he would overtrain, therefore get injured. So this did two things. It got him injured. Secondly, he never was able to build the foundation on the easy end and build that cardiovascular engine with the fat burning zone of zone 2. So we did two things right off the bat. I strapped a heart rate monitor on him, have him started doing zone 2 easy runs to pull him way back and develop that cardiovascular efficiency. And then opposite that, I had him do the sprints. He was doing short, fast sprints of 10 to 20 seconds during his week, and eventually we had him doing the same thing on hills. And that just skyrocketed his entire ability, and he avoided injury. He was able to build that foundation of cardiovascular efficiency and ultimately help him elevate the time we could progress his long run to get him ready for that Copper Canyon marathon or ultra marathon. So try it out. Again, it'll reap rewards. Be patient with it. Have fun with it. And hope to see you next time. I'm out of here. I'm out with another form of efficiency. Today I am doing a 4-mile long, steady, 1,000-foot climb, zone 2, zone 3 efficiency run. So my sequence: Saturday I did flat, long, zone 2. Sunday I biked. Today's Monday. I'm doing 4-mile steady climb, 1,000 feet, zone 2, zone 3, keeping it easy. And then tomorrow I'll do my sprints. So hope that helps. And by all means, add to the comments below here on this video. And if you have any topics you want me to cover, let me hear them. So over and out. Thanks for coming, and see you next time.